Hey, it's our lovely friend, Rafa. There she is. Her benevolence. Not my benevolence.
Your benevolence, Rafa Padma Kurain. Thank you for coming all this way once again.
Your gratitude is unnecessary. This is simply my duty. Bob-headed attorney.
Yeah?
I am told you question the veracity of this sacred divination seance. It would seem the depths of your irreverence and blasphemy are lost on you.
I'm just a foreigner, ignorant in the ways and customs of this country. I don't know. Explain them to me. I apologize in advance for anything rude I might say or do, your benevolence, he said, and then farted loudly for several minutes. Just... all I want is a fair trial for Albie.
Ugh, you would imply that the trials of this country are unfair. Do explain, outsider. Oh. How verdicts founded on truths imparted by the very souls of the dead lack impartiality.
I don't know, they might be mad that they died and just start lashing out like ghosts. What's fair about trials with no defense and no chance for the accused to tell their story?
How dare you speak to her benevolence in that matter?
Did you hear that? Did you hear how he talked to her benevolence? I'm going to hit him.
What does he know about anything, ignorant outsider?
We won't stand for it! He must be punished! Yikes. Looks like I really stuck my foot in it this time. Punish him! Punish him! Punish him! Punish him! Punish him! Tie him up! Hit him with sticks! Burn his flesh! Stab him with knives!
Silence, one and all!
Is she standing up for me?
Am I in love with her? Be not disquieted, my people. He merely expresses his opinion.
Well. Oh, looks like her benevolence is going to be more reasonable than I thought. Okay, yeah, I think we can work that. We can have a mutual understanding and come together in this for that kind of stuff.
Attorneys are ghastly creatures with souls stained black by brazen untruths. The words of a lowly worm such as that are not worth troubling yourselves over.
All right. Okay. Wow. I take that back. This is a nightmarish hell from which I will never awake.
Oh. None of his prattling can sway the truth of my insights. Rest assured, he will soon see the error of his foolish ways.
Now then, your benevolence, the divination seance, if you would.
Certainly. Nana, my robe.
Her Nana? Is it her grand Nana? Oh, Nana's a cute name for a grandmother. Whoa! Nana is a ninja. I'm way too amused by tweens in a game that doesn't need them.
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Nice. Sure. Why not? I'm just gonna enjoy this. Dance break. Would I want to be a ninja? Only if I don't have to work hard to do so. Which I guess means no. This is really nice. There's some nice animation. A lot more than we usually get in these games, so cool. This turned into Fire Emblem Fates just now. And we're just gonna switch games midstream. We're now playing Fire Emblem. What happens if she does that dance less well? Does the spirit just go, nah, I'm busy. I'm not even gonna show you. I'm gonna go haunt a house with Beetlejuice. Incense. Song of ceremony. Boy's voice. What's he saying? Boy's voice! Pain! What just happened? An image appeared in the pool. Do they have some kind of water TV?
A final message from the victim's soul. The last communication of his Matama. The Divination Seance has revealed this to us.
Her benevolence can use her power of spirit communion to project the victim's memories of the last few moments before their demise.
So, what we saw in the pool is what Mr. Roll actually experienced?
In the victim's memories, we see the accused raising a weapon up over his head. This is consistent with the findings of the police investigation.
There has to be some kind of mistake. I didn't do it.
This looks bad for Helby. Really, really bad. I'm out. Bye.
Now do you see why I'm the incredible Pain?
More than I can express. But even if those really are the victim's last memories, what can I do with them?
There it is. There's the face of a man being utterly crushed. Oh, how long I've waited to see it. Isn't it wonderfully gratifying, Your Majesty?
Oh, yes. Very satisfying indeed. A little too satisfying. I think I've had enough. Now are you finally convinced, Traveler? The accused is most assuredly guilty.
Am I really the only unbiased one here?
Now then, I think we've been amused enough. If you give up now, I won't even invoke the Defense Culpability Act against you.
The DCA? Not the DCA!
You'd be free to slink back to your own country with your tail between your legs.
The Defense Culpability Act? You're saying the Defense Mea Culpa, Mea Guilto? You think Mea Guilto because Mea Helpo? That's not how work go.
What? You mean you honestly don't know why we don't have any lawyers? We kill the crap out of them.
No. We in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. What's with all the hubbub,
Well, not only is he a lying, black-hearted lawyer, he's also an imbecile. Your Majesty, I think you'd better explain the Defense Culpability Act to him so that he can begin weeping and crying and begging for his life before we stab him where he stands.
Yes, I think I'd better. The Defense Culpability Act, or DC Act for short, is as follows. In the name of Her Eminence, those who would support criminals will be deemed just as guilty. In other words, if you help the accused by defending him, and he is found guilty, you will receive the same sentence as he.
What? What kind of an insane law is that? I don't get killed. I just get a smaller fee, and then I go on to do a different trial with somebody else because that's
Under the DC Act, many an attorney has been convicted and met with a grim fate. Some went to prison, others received the death penalty. That's why there are so few in our country today who admit to being an attorney.
That's as it should be. The history of our courts proves that attorneys are black-souled creatures who will tell any lie to save the accused. Thus, attorneys deserve to be exterminated!
exterminate, annihilate. I've never felt so much hostility coming at me from so many sides. What could have happened to make everyone feel this way? I thought we had a dark age of the law, but this is nuts!
You fell right into my trap, Phoenix, right? It was all part of my plan to kill you. Your win streak against me and my brother ends today.
Who are you? Who are you again?
With the Seance and DC Act on my side, I'll finally get my revenge.
So that's why he was so eager to have me defend Albie.
Chased out and humiliated back home, fate brought me to the foothills of Kurain. I thank my lucky stars that I'm chief prosecutor here now.
Defense, know that if I rule that the accused is guilty, you will go to prison too.
That explains Albie's reaction earlier.
Defend me, Mr. Wright. What are you saying? You can't do that!
I actually had a thought just now of what happens if we find him innocent of murder but guilty of larceny, so that he doesn't get killed, but he does get put in jail for about 2 weeks, which means that Phoenix Wright spends 2 weeks in jail, which I think we could deal with. That's, I think, the funniest scenario here. But okay, that's my prediction, just guessing at this point.
Your Majesty, isn't a prison sentence a bit lenient? After all, we're talking about treason. High treason. One should pay for such a crime with one's life.
Yes, I believe the death penalty might be appropriate under these circumstances.
The demon death! No, thank you. You're kidding me, Your Majesty, right?
Ha 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 ha! Do I look like I'm kidding? I'll have you put your life and your dark-tainted soul on the line here, you snake.
Death? This can't be happening. Just moments ago, I was looking at an ox, and I was enjoying this ox, and I was like, what a cool ox. I want to go pet the ox again. I don't care how bad it smells. Give me that back, please.
The courts of resignation. Our courts are well known as thus. In this land, where my seances provide the truth, and no attorneys can intervene. Criminals know that all they can do is resign themselves to their fate.
Oh, foreign lawyer, I ask you once more. Are you sure you still want to defend the accused?
There's Maya to think of in all this, too. I can't just lay down my life. What in the world should I do? Do we believe Albie did it? Because if so, it would be foolish to try to defend him. But if we believe in the truth, how can we not defend the truth? We will continue the defense, Your Majesty! Isn't this why I became a lawyer in the first place? To help those with no one on their side? I can't just abandon everything I believe in. All I can do now is stand firm and fight!
Well, don't hold your tears back on my account, Phoenix Wright. Admit your defeat and grovel before me, the chief prosecutor. For your life.
Even if it means being subject to the Defense Culpability Act, I will defend Albie!
What? Mr. Wright! What?
The defendant insists he's innocent, and not even a divination seance should be accepted without examination.
Paul Conker! Paul Conker!
But if I'm found guilty, you'll get the death penalty too. Even knowing that, you still want to defend me.
I don't know what happened in the past, but it looks like everyone in this country considers lawyers to be liars. So I can understand if you don't believe me. But I still believe in you and your innocence. So all I have to do is keep believing and find the truth. That's all there is to it.
Ha, ha, ha. Bob-headed attorney, you continue to amuse me. Though your barbed jabs are proving to be more than mere jokes.
Your benevolence? Believe me when I say that this attorney will knock your insides out. That's not enough! I've got more!
Insolent, disrespectful attorney! You will have plenty of time to regret your folly in the Twilight Realm, which, by the way, is our name for hell.
Or heaven. I don't know, it depends. But you're a lawyer, so probably the bad place.
Not a wise move, traveler. Not wise at all. Well, our court's corrupt. We might as well just kill him. You should have taken the chance I offered to save your life. But you have made your choice. The Defense Culpability Act will be applied in this case. And with this verdict, you'll both soon be parting with your heads.
Death! 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 Cake! Well, no, death! Death! Blood! Blood! Murder! Blood! Kill him! Kill him! Yes! Yes! Bread and circuses! Bread and circuses!
The souls of the departed speak only the truth, and I but give their messages a voice. If you think my insights contain falsehood, I challenge you to prove it! Insight.
Rafa's insight.
The accused swung whatever he was holding down on the victim's head. With the pain, the victim's vision went dark. This is when he lost his life. Still, I can't believe it. A murder after the morning dance of devotion? These are the victim's experiences just before his death.
As the victim's final memories, we can assume they aren't lies. So how do I break this down? Just because something is true doesn't mean we're seeing everything that happened.
Allow me to relieve you of your ignorance, Defense. Did you notice the words that appeared in the seance vision?
Yeah, I thought it was weird. I thought it was weird that happened. I wouldn't think spirits would be like Ghostwriter, just... Come to think of it, I did see words, like Song of Ceremony and Incense.
The victim's final memories are not limited to sight alone.
Sight, smell, taste, sound, touch, all is laid bare in the pool of souls.
So, what Mr. Roll experienced with his 5 senses appear in the vision as words, right?
Precisely, and by examining these sensations, we can perceive the victim's final moments with unparalleled clarity.
Works for me. I can use all the extra information I can get. Now, to find a contradiction between her insights and the seance vision, because the seance vision is supposedly infallible, but her interpretation of it, not so much. Your Benevolence, I ask that you please show me the seance visions again.
Very well.
Incense. Song of Ceremony. Boy's voice. I'm really curious what he's actually doing here, because he's definitely not slamming him on the head. And we know a little bit about this because this was also in the demo, but this is going to be the last clue we go. We're rolling blind after this one. Wait a minute. Her Benevolence said after the morning dance of devotion earlier, didn't she? Isn't there something off about that? I'll use these arrows to select the insight I think is off. The pain went dark when he lost his life. Yes, this is the insight that sounded funny. I can't believe it. A murder after the dance of devotion. Now just carefully compare this insight with the seance vision. If I notice a sensation that seems contradictory, I'll select with X. This is it. This is the part of the vision that contradicts the insight. Now I just select the sensation I think is inconsistent and then present it. We are presenting Song of Ceremony.
Objection!
Wait just a moment.
Yes? What is it, bobbed head?
You're saying the incident occurred after the morning dance of devotion, right?
That's right. What of it?
Then isn't it strange that Mr. Roll could still hear the Song of Ceremony?
Oh my! You're absolutely right! What? How? What?
Is that all that troubles you? What the victim heard was just a practice run of the Song of Ceremony.
Objection, speculation? No, I don't get to do that. Practice run, what are you talking about?
Mr. Payne, if you would.
I wish I could do that. I wish I could gleam all along.
Certainly, allow me to explain. The incident occurred in the interval between the morning and afternoon dances. During that time, the singers were practicing in the performance hall.
Precisely. I was there as well, so I can corroborate this statement.
I see, so what the victim heard was that practice session.
Ugh. There goes my contradiction. Okay, so they were practicing in this performance hall. That must be the room where Albie and I saw Her Benevolence dancing.
However, Mr. Payne, I admit one detail troubles me.
Ask away, Your Majesty.
It's a big temple. The performance hall and treasure room are quite far from each other. Could the song really be heard all the way in the treasure room?
He's right. It is a very big temple. It's the temple. It's as big as 2 temples. At least. Well, how about it, Mr. Payne?
Your Majesty, have you forgotten? There are speakers in every room of Temple, including the treasure room.
Oh, that's right.
Speakers? For what purpose?
Are you serious, Mr. Wright? They're to broadcast the sacred music of the performance hall throughout the temple.
That's why the victim could hear the song of ceremony in the seance vision.
Would you broadcast the practice version, though? Really?
It was the practice run going on in the performance hall, heard over the speakers.
All right. Fine.
Thank you for your explanation, Your Benevolence. That makes perfect sense, even to a feeble-minded old man like me.
Why are you a judge if you're admitting to things like that?
Think nothing of it.
Now, if you wouldn't mind, could you please alter your insights for us?
Very well.
Insight. Revised. Already not infallible. Whatever. Baby child pope. Song and ceremony the victim heard was of a practice run through the temple speakers. That's probably also important in some way. I think I'm getting the hang of this. Okay. If I point out an inconsistency, she'll update her insights accordingly. Like a Phoebe layer. So if I keep pointing things out, maybe I can knock all of her insights out after all. I'd better find another inconsistency, no matter how small. Okay. So we know the last thing that's a little inconsistency is the timing of being blacked out. It's a bit hard to focus on the insights with the seance vision going. I'll try using the pause button to temporarily stop the vision. I can use my little trigger finger here. Boop, boop, boop. I think I can touch the flashing panels to jump to different parts of the vision. I'll try moving the Matama mark to the flashing red panel here. Okay, now that I know how to get around in the seance visions, it's time to find inconsistencies between the insights and the vision. I'm glad this pool of water has a pause button. It's very handy! Technologies. What's this? Can I make notes? Oh, that's just the save button. I don't want that right now. Okay, the accused swung whatever he was holding down on the victim's head. With the pain, the victim's vision went dark. This is when he lost his life. So that's important. We know because his vision blacks out before the pain word comes up. Right here. There's no pain yet, but he can't see anything. So whatever caused him to get hit wasn't what blacked him out. With the pain, the victim's vision went dark. That's when he lost his life.
Objection!
This took a little more thinking to get through. You're saying the victim's field of vision went dark right after he was struck, correct?
Of course, as anyone with eyes can see.
Well, pardon me, but I must disagree.
What?
Your Benevolence, please take another look at the exact moment the victim felt pain.
Oh!
Everything goes black, and then only after that, the victim feels pain.
Inconceivable!
This places the order of events at odds with what you say happened.
My word!
Perconga, Your Benevolence, what is the meaning of this?
I cannot be wrong. My insights are beyond fallacy.
If what the defense says is true, this is a very grave matter indeed. Please forgive me, Your Benevolence, but I'm afraid this contradiction is something we simply can't ignore.
Now, let's not be too hasty, Your Majesty. I think I can clear this up.
You have something to add, Mr. Payne?
1,000 apologies. It seems the prosecution has failed to make one tiny thing clear.
And that would be?
On the day of the incident, there was a power outage, a blackout in one part of the temple. And as I recall, the crime scene was in that sector. The power outage must be why the victim's field of vision went dark. I apologize for neglecting to tell the court this detail. I'm afraid it slipped my mind.
Or rather, you knew all along and are only letting it slip now that it's convenient. Pain!
The power outage knocked out both the lights and the speakers.
Oh, There was a blackout there,
But you can still hear the music, right?
There's a blackout, was there? Well now, that explains everything, does it not?
What do you mean, Your Benevolence? Please share your thoughts with us, if you would.
The blackout occurred when the accused and the victim were faced with one another. Fearing the victim would flee under the cover of darkness, the accused swiftly brought his weapon down on the victim's head.
I see. That makes perfect sense, Your Benevolence. Sure, yes.
So the victim was struck after the lights went out. The depth of your insight is awe-inspiring, Your Benevolence. Give her a hand, everyone. Yes. Yeah.
Woo! Well done! Long may you live and prosper! Hey, I want to live long and prosper too. Happy Star Trek Day, everybody. Yeah. Enough applause!
You flatter me.